Well, well, well.
Right, Ginger. Um, LSU defeats Arkansas, sends the Piggies home packing. And in this episode, we're gonna get into it. Cue the intro. All right. So Brock, uh, let's start it off with our two favorite athletes of the past month or so, the Aloy brothers.
I mean,
How'd they do
start
this
to the
series,
game.
Brock?
They completely just destroyed LSU last night. That's why they have to play again tonight for the deciding game to go to the finals. I mean, we really just didn't have an answer for them. I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't even think they got a hit last night, to be honest. I think Wahiba might have had one hit, if that. I'm gonna look it up right now as
All
I'm
right, so
talking.
I actually have the stats pulled up. Don't worry. So we have a combined five strikeouts between the two.
Oh,
Wahiwa, 1 for 5, 3 Ks. Kuyo, 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. So that's a combined 1 for 9 with 5 Ks in that first game. And then if you want to count, or in that game, and then in the first time we played Arkansas, they struck out an additional 5 times. So between the two games, they struck out an average 5 times per game and struck out a total of 10 times and were combined 2 for 9 plus 15. 2 for 15 with 10 Ks.
yeah. That's not going to do it.
Yikes.
That's not going to get the job done. And then, as we all know, Mr. Wahiba played the game last night. I
Oh,
mean, Taylor made double play. He decided to go to third. I mean, he was smarter than everybody else, I guess. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He decided to take the ground ball instead of taking the easy double play to end the game. He goes to third. I mean, I didn't
yeah.
understand it at the time, but I can see where his head was. He's gonna have to explain it to us though, because I mean, if I even though I do, I see where his head is. I just want to pick his brain. But in all seriousness, what in God's green earth is he doing up right there?
Yeah,
I mean,
the only thing I can think of is it was nerves. Because the ball took
nerves.
him
Yeah,
slightly to his right, and I mean, obviously the easier play was just to get the out at third, but I mean, he could have ended the game and caused another game
yeah,
to possibly send Arkansas to the finals. But
yeah. So it was either nerves or what I said when it happened was maybe he forgot how many outs there were. But like
yeah,
even like maybe he thought there was one out. I mean, not no outs, but even then you still turn two. But I mean, look, it's how the cookie crumbled. Arkansas chokes again in Omaha. And then nothing else. But another, I was sort of feel bad. Like as an Illustrator fan, I would love to win, but you got to feel for the man. I mean, just the worst read on a baseball I've ever seen in my life. It
yeah,
was like to have the game won right there. He backs up, realizes it's going to be a little forward, dives for the ball, and it hits his shoulder and goes all into the corner. That was two times enough. I mean, you got to feel for the kid there.
yeah. I felt really bad for him, especially after the game. They panned to him, saw him crying and everything. I guess it's a tough play with a sinking line drive like that, but I mean you ought to think that'll be like a routine put out 9 times out of 10, you know. And then I mean and let's not forget about this. The first baseman, the ball that Curiel hit to start off the inning,
Yeah, yeah,
the first he should have just let the second baseman get that. They had like the shift
yeah.
on,
I agree.
you
I mean, it's a comedy of errors in that last inning for Arkansas. Um, I, like I really didn't have any worries watching the game. I was just like, this like as soon as when Curiel got on, my dad or somebody in our room that was watching the game said, "Uh oh, they like something along the lines of Arkansas just messed up. This LSU's gonna win now or something like that." And it's like, and then Ethan Fry works the wall, and then Wahiba Lloyd makes that play, and it's just like, okay, this is definitely gonna happen now.
It was
Like
a snowball effect.
even though there was two outs when Raheem Lloyd made that play, you knew like that was gonna come back to bite him, and it did.
Yeah.
Thankfully for us,
hmm Uh Basically Piggy fans, y'all can kick rocks. Oh wow. Brock figured
a
something
lot
out.
better. Look
That
at that.
was a lot better. Um, But yeah, Piggy fans, y'all can kick rocks. It was an entertaining game, but y'all should not have given LSU even the slightest of windows because they exploited it. Um, Wahiwa, I mean, come on, man. I mean, were the lights too bright, Big? Were the lights
Like
too bright?
it's crazy. I'm just looking through. I feel like I got one of those content creators like they like car videos and
Yeah, I
meanwhile,
know. Funny you
it's
say that.
just weird. And then if somebody comes and walks right here, they're just gonna be in the video. But it's okay. LSU wins. I don't care at this point. Um, but I just want to give my kudos to Zach Cowan yesterday, giving LSU 5 1/3 of one run baseball. He really shut Arkansas down except for that one swing. Um, even though like we took him out, that hit that he gave up was like a little pink hit.
Yeah.
Like he really put Arkansas in a blender the entire game, other than that one home run. But even then, it still felt like LSU was in it. And they were.
Yeah. 100%. And I'm glad you brought up Zach Cowan. Now to talk more about like the LSU side because we already trashed Arkansas a decent bit. I mean, Jared Jones. I mean, he
Oh,
solidified himself as an LSU great,
it's
hands down today. I mean, bouncing back after dropping that ball Dickinson threw to him, trying to turn that double play, coming back probably like 2 or 3 minutes later and hitting a game tying home run, just absolutely getting the team bumping. And then obviously he has the walk off hit to etch his name into LSU history forever.
yes. Even if LSU doesn't go on to win the Natty this year against Coastal, which we'll get into, we'll preview
We'll have a
Coastal
preview
later.
later in the week. Or
Maybe
yeah.
not tomorrow because so if my little brother's team, if they do lose tonight, we are leaving tomorrow, so it might be a travel day. But if they win tonight, we will be able to get one out tomorrow. So that'll just be it's either gonna be tomorrow or Saturday.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, if you thought this too. In the walk off, like that at bat, that was the first time in a long time that I felt confident that Jerry Jones was gonna come through. Would you agree?
100%. I felt the same way. Look, so we were we were all together. All of our friends were together yesterday. We were at one of our friends' house, and as soon as I saw Jared Jones come up, I was getting ready to go jump in his pool because I felt so confident that he was about to end it. I can't explain the feeling. I don't know what it was. I have not been the biggest Jared Jones fan throughout his time at LSU. I'm going to be honest, but I felt like you said, I felt really confident that he was going to come through in that at bat, and lo and behold, he did.
I mean, Arkansas, that was the last guy I wanted to see in anything too.
Well,
Was Jerry
why would they
Jones.
not walk him?
That okay, so I did ask this question, and my dad said like they brought in a righty, and I said, why don't they just walk Jerry Jones? And he said, "Look, you're not going to walk the righty to get to a lefty because Josh Pearson was on deck.
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's
would look
true.
stupid to them. But other like I'm just going to trash Arkansas again. Why would you not put your closer in, who's been like one of the best pitchers in college baseball all year, Fouch? They didn't put him in. They put the guy with I don't know Jimenez
Was he
stats.
burned?
No, he was in the bullpen warming up. Fouch and Jimenez
Ouch.
were both warming up, and they put in Jimenez.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, poor Arkansas, man. I mean, not because I don't like Arkansas. I used to not have a problem with them, but in this last week, I really can't stand Arkansas right now. But yeah, I mean, that was just a comedy of errors, like I said before. Dave Van Horn choked yet again.
Yeah. The evil Jay Johnson, as somebody in our friend group put it. Um, but that was funny whenever he said that. But also, our boy, Jake Brown, comes off the bench, delivers a huge 2 RBI hit. I know Brock's gonna go on a tangent
But
here, so I'll let you take the floor.
I think we're going to be done with the Jake Brown starting now because I mean, there's 2 games left, 3 games left at max. But I'm glad he came in the pinch hitter and got it done. Showed Jay Johnson yet again that he should be starting every game. But it's I, that's why he should be starting. I really don't have any worries. I'm
Yeah.
going to shout out one of my old buddies who went to Cooperstown with me. Coincidentally, he was on. Yep. I was going to go off the tangent there. Spencer Schuball, he watches the pods. He actually one of the episodes we put out, we had a Jake Brown rant, and he actually texted me after and was like, "Yo, I didn't know you thought the same way about Jake Brown. We just had like a 20-minute conversation about Jake Brown." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, I'm glad we're not the only ones that think this."
It makes no sense. I mean, the only games he doesn't play is against the lefties. But I mean, right? You know,
Yeah,
like he does. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. even if he's not the best hitter against lefties, he still provides a lot more to the team. He's fast as hell. Good
Yes.
field. Like so I don't understand it. I'm no Jay Johnson, but you know. Um
I mean, it worked. Worked yesterday. I
yeah,
mean, he
I
came through. That was another guy. Like when they brought him up to hit, I was like, okay, he's coming through here. Like that's just
100%.
who he is. Um, I mean, everything was clicking for LSU last night. After they took out their starter, who put LSU. You want to talk about chokehold with Zach Cowan? My God, I didn't even know
Hmm.
they do his name. Like that, I, like they said before, he had struggled in a starting role, and Arkansas puts him out there to start in the biggest game of that kid's career, and he just absolutely just
That was the
handcuffed.
guy I remember. This was the guy when we did like the Arkansas preview. Yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce his name. I like completely butchered it, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. But he threw well. Um, I thought Newt, Shores, and Myers for the most part did well. I mean, Shores ran into some problems, but I think on the whole it wasn't awful. You know?
Yeah, even Myers threw extremely well, other than that first pitch.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he came up, he faced Davalon and Aloy, and he just, I mean, LSU's really had the Aloy brothers number this year, but struck him out in like 3 or 4 pitches.
yeah, it was Thomas Jr., the
Yeah,
9-hole hitter. And if you have 98-mile-an-hour stuff coming out of the bullpen, I don't know why you go slider first pitch.
I
I'm no pitching
agree.
coach though.
Completely
So,
agree. I literally said that when he threw the ball. I'm like, why? The dude throws, he can get up to 100, and you give the kid a slider first pitch for him to sit back on.
mm.
It made no sense.
It's not even like necessarily like you sit back on it because it's still like a 90-mile-an-hour pitch, but it didn't have that much movement. It kind of just floated right over the middle of
Mhm.
the plate.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Um, LSU's third base woes continue. I mean, Michael Braswell is an automatic out at this point. He literally I want the guy to succeed, but he literally provides no um
Offensive threat right
production
now.
in the into the offense. I mean,
Yeah.
he tries to lay down bunts, it doesn't work. He strikes out all the time. Weak pop flies. I want him to succeed because he's a nice, like it seems like he's a
Yeah.
nice dude. But
He's one of the most likable guys on the team, I feel like. But the dude
yeah,
just, I mean, swinging a wet pool noodle right now. No disrespect, but like, good God. I
I
mean, it
know
was actually funny. So yesterday we did like a
he
little,
plays a good third base though.
yeah, oh, extreme. That's why he's still playing. That's the only
Yeah.
reason he's still playing. But we were on like a little boat on the lake, and we were watching the game because for the first hour of the game, we were on the boat. And
Hmm.
Braswell comes up, I think it was second inning. There was a chance for him to come through. And my dad says, right, like he's like, Braswell's gonna come through right here, I believe it. And the next pitch he strikes out.
It's
And that's
it's
just
like whenever he
it's like
steps up, it's like I feel like he's gonna bust through. I feel like he's gonna
exactly
come through for us. Never
it's
does.
it's the Jordan Thompson of this year. It's
Yeah.
literally what it is. Do I still think he's gonna come through eventually, but phew, he's still got I mean he's got to at least get a hit at this point. He's like they showed a stat on the broadcast. He's like one for his last 32,
I
and that
think
was in
at
the
this
first at
point it's
bat.
probably like 34, 35. Yeah.
It's got to be. I mean, the dude, it's just, I feel so bad for that kid too, because he batted 300 last year in SEC play. Not many
Yeah.
people realize that. He batted 300, and this year he's like, I mean, he's got to be below 100 at this point. Like, the poor kid can't buy a hit.
Oh no, he's batting 189 right now. So
No, okay. Yeah.
not good. Um, do you think they would ever switch to Reeves?
No, the only time I think they'll put Reeves in is when we need offense, which is
Pinch
why,
hit, like a pinch
yeah,
hit late in the game or something.
I thought for sure he was going to come in yesterday at some point. He ultimately didn't. He put John Pearson in because to face the
That was
lefty.
not a good at bat from
No,
John
I mean,
Pearson.
it, yeah, I mean, he should have. I mean, we won anyway, but there was a slider early in that bat that could have hit him in the leg, and he kind of got out the way.
Mhm.
And then it just ended it with a horrible strikeout. But didn't matter because the top of the order came through.
Yep.
But yeah, third base just I don't know what it is with this year. So you have Reeves. You mentioned Reeves. Reeves is good hitter, but he's not good at defense because he's not a natural third baseman. He's naturally a second baseman.
Mm.
And then Braswell, who's a stud at third, but can't hit. So it's just you trade out for defense, which we have been whenever we need it. But when we need offense, that's why we put Reeves in.
Yep. Yep. Um, I mean, look, if the bats can stay hot and I mean, I don't think Coastal's gonna. We'll talk about this later, but I think the pitching is gonna be too much for Coastal, in my opinion.
Mhm.
But
Like Coastal's pitching is really good, but they don't have Cade Anderson and Anthony Hudson.
no, they don't.
But we'll talk more
Or
about that.
Keaton Evans.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out.
Shout out
Uh,
also Direct Source Renovations. Shout out Brad and Mr. Rob.
yeah,
Um, oh,
great
you got
company.
anything else, Brad? Or Brad?
Um,
Brock?
I mean, the cardiac cats strike again.
I like that one. I like that one.
You
Cardiac
just
Cats.
you never know what's gonna happen in LSU game, especially baseball. I mean, it's just
Good or
they're,
bad?
they're never out of it.
Yeah.
Even when you think they're out of it, they're never really out of it. And hopefully they can get. I mean, I don't see a way where LSU loses in the. Let me knock on wood when I say that.
I got you.
Um, I don't see any a way they lose in the Natty after that. But Coastal's a good squad. We'll talk more about them in a future episode. But I'm glad we ended Arkansas season. I can finally say not finally. I can keep saying Arky, and they don't have nothing. The Arkansas fans don't have anything to say about
Crocs,
it.
buddy. Go back to
See you later.
Fayetteville.
Yep, you're going home. You're no, Homa Hogs is what I saw earlier. That was clever.
Home on.
But yeah, LSU comes through. They'll play for their eighth national title, or no, they'll try to win their eighth national title. I think it's their I don't know the exact number, but the dynasty's here again. Jay Johnson is one of the best. He's the second best coach in LSU history behind I was just Skip Bertman.
Mhm.
I think he's already passed Maneri because if he wins this one, I think he'll already have more natties in Maneri. If not,
The
maybe
same.
they're tied.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, Jay Johnson, I'm so glad LSU hired him back in 2021. It's worked perfectly. LSU's gonna try and go get their eighth on Saturday behind Cade Anderson and Anthony Hudson. Hopefully, they didn't get to a game three.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's all I got.
No, I mean you summed it up perfectly. The Hogs can go on home. There's always next year, man. Maybe next year's y'all's year. I don't think so, but maybe.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. You're probably gonna choke again in the supers this time. Uh, but yeah, that's all I got. It's gonna be a great finals. It's gonna be a great series. Coastal's a really solid team. They've taken down some giants. I mean, they've beaten Auburn. They beat Oregon State. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Um,
it's gonna be a fun series for sure.
We're getting revenge for 2016.
Yes, we are.
I don't know if you saw, but LSU Barstool like said something about the game, and then Kramer Robertson
I saw
retweeted
that.
it
Mm,
and was like, "Go LSU baseball, have a favor" or something like that.
yeah.
But
I was
yeah,
watching some 2017 LSU highlights. It was LSU versus Florida State in the College World Series. Cal Raleigh was the catcher for Florida State. Taylor Walls, he's on the Rays now. He was their shortstop, so it was just cool to see that. And then LSU obviously had Kramer, Cole Freeman, Zach Watson, all those cats.
crazy. There's not a lot of big leaguers from that team, but they were managed to be
A
really
lot
good
of a
college
lot of
league.
4A players like
Yeah,
Duplantis, you know.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, Zach Watson's actually playing in the Savannah Bananas like league or whatever.
Oh, really?
He's on one of their other teams.
Okay,
I think they're
that's
called the
cool.
Tailgaters or something. I don't know.
That's
But
true.
yeah, LSU's gonna look to get revenge on Coastal from 2016. Um, and I have all the confidence in the world with this team. They're playing as good as anybody right now. I'd say the two hottest teams in baseball are playing right now for the
Coastal
Natty.
100%. They've won 26 straight or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, that's all I got. One more thing on Arkansas. I'm sorry, it's just so fun to make fun of them. The fact that they got through their cakewalk of a regional and then had probably had the hardest super regional and really dominated Tennessee and then came to Omaha and got embarrassed yet again. Uh, it's just insane. LSU won 4 out of 5 against Tennessee this year.
Ar
Um,
you mean Arkansas?
Arkansas, yeah, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I just wanted to make fun of them again.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. Especially for all those people coming at me, coming at us in the comment section. Uh-oh. But
Just dropping off the key.
um yeah, but I told you I wasn't educated on Arkansas baseball and there was no reason for me to be educated on them. So,
Yeah.
because they're just another mid team that is going home early. So, with that being said, that's all I got. Brock, you want to say anything else, or can you?
Um, nope. That's all I got right now. Good luck to New Orleans Justice 12U. It's bracket play. It's winter home now. This entire episode, I've actually been sitting in front of uh there. So I'll just flip the camera. So you got sorry. So you got the Jester's dorm right there, and then you
Okay.
got the team they're playing in the first round right in front of me right here, and they've been looking at me the entire time, and it's been very awkward. And my little brother was telling me how they've been making friends with the team next to them, and they're gonna play them in the first round,
Oh, that
and one of them's
sucks.
got to go home. So yeah, the entire of this team they're playing is out here hammering beers and eating Subway sandwiches before the
Hmm.
game. But yeah, that's all I got. Shout out Jeff Tree. Shout out the Bombers. Two straight. They beat one of the best teams in the league on Tuesday.
Yep.
I don't know if Connor, I don't know if you have to the game,
I
but
was there.
the
I was
boys
there.
are holding it down.
Gaddy got a
Oh,
hit. Gaddy got a hit.
yeah, yeah. I didn't know that, but that's news to me.
Yep.
I'm proud of the boys. They're holding it down back in NOLA right now. Well, a bunch of the team is out of town. The playoffs are around the corner. We'll be coming.
They're tonight.
What
Are the
playoffs are not
playoffs?
tonight.
They're not tonight?
No, next Thursday. Tonight they have another game against the Sluggers. It'll be a Jersey versus Jersey
Oh,
matchup.
okay. Well, if it's not the playoffs, then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it tonight because I heard it was the playoffs, but
Yeah, it is a rivalry game tonight against the
it is.
Sluggers.
Yes.
They've had our number kind of like LSU's had Arkansas number. I'm sorry, I had to open Arkansas one more time.
No,
Um,
it's all right.
but I have faith in the Bombers. Are playing well tonight, and I think they could be done.
Yeah, I mean, all my friends are taking Bombers
I think
money
all
line,
yeah,
so
I think all three of our team my teams personally are gonna win. I mean LSU won last night. I'm taking the Jets in game one today, and then I'm taking the Bombers tonight against the Sluggers.
100%, 100%. I like it. All right, that it for you, Brock?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, last thing I'd like to say again, shout out Direct Source, possible sponsorship coming soon in the future. Um, Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe and follow us on all socials at the Big Easy Blitz Podcast, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow. Peace.